Hey there, I am Sherry Samuels, the voice coach, doing all I can to help you get and stay connected to your inner voice. So, about 10 years ago, I was working for an organization and I had an amazing boss who I adored and I know she adored me. But also, at this time, about 10 years ago, I was dealing with a lot of stuff inside. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, I was going through a lot of changes and I was really sad most of the time. And one morning she came in, my boss came in, and she looked at me, and I know I had been crying, and I was just like, yeah, good morning, and what's going on? And she was just like, I just wish we had the old Sherry back. And I looked at her, tears in my eyes, and I said, me too. The thing about that situation was the old Sherry never came back. I moved through all of the turmoil, the internal stuff that I was going through. I dealt with that. I got through it. But I was a whole new person, a whole different person. And what I realize now is that so often I even have clients will say to me, I want the old me back. I want to go back to that old way where I was this and I was that. But it's not always meant for us to go back to that old version of ourselves. There's a newer, better version of ourselves often waiting ahead of us, looking and waiting for us to come and join the party. It doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it's possible to get better than it was before. But the thing is, it does. I spent several months just really in turmoil. And when I look back at that time now, I am so different and I'm better. I have grown so much in a short period of time. Yeah, 10 years isn't really that long. I've grown so much. I've learned so much about myself, who I am and who I want to be. When we allow ourselves to just embrace the possibility of being someone different, that maybe what was before isn't going to happen again. And that's okay. But we can still be a great person. We can still live a great life and create a life that feels fulfilling and full of hope and joy and peace. That's what I have now, and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for the lessons that I've learned. I'm grateful that I allowed myself to finally embrace it, to say, you know what? That old me, she was fine, but who I am now, she's this amazing woman and really just in a different and better place. And so I challenge you to really think about when you're saying to yourself, you know what? I want to go back to that old way, or I want to do something like this, like I used to do it. Maybe there's a better way. Maybe the way you used to do it isn't the best way for you now. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with who you were before. It just means that you're in a different space now. And it's time to change and shift and grow. I hope you have a great week. And I look forward to talking to you again next week. You can find me if you want to hear more from me. And I'm sure you do, right? You can find me at sherrysamuels.com.